Hello everyone, today is January 3rd, 2026, and welcome back to playing Fortnite until the One Piece collab happens. As always, if you have questions or suggestions, comment below and I'll respond tomorrow. Yep, we get One Piece chapter 1170 tomorrow. We've already talked about the spoilers like a week ago. But peak chapter. It'll be very good. We say goodbye to King Harald. Loki's gonna get his devil fruit. That kind of seems like it's gonna be Needhug. Which would be cool. Very cool. Then are we gonna yawn more? Yeah. So today on the yearly One Piece rewatch, I've completed the Orange Town arc. You know, we beat Buggy the Clown, and Zoro fought the frickin' unicycle dude. I watched the episode today and I've already forgotten his name. Kabaji. Yeah. And, are we for real? That's not how a human walks. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't got much to say about it. It's Orange Town. Shoo the dog exists. I think it's funny how in the Japanese version they couldn't be bothered to have an actual dog voice act the character, so they have like the worst dog impression the world has ever seen. Like just saying bark, like that level. So yeah. Tomorrow will be the start of Syrup Village, which is gonna it's kind of a slog. It's made me think about how exactly the Wit Studio remake is gonna go. Because like people are like, man, why is it taking so long and everything? But one, we don't know how long exactly it's been in production. And also, you have to think, is that East Blue itself, manga-wise, like chapters-wise, it's kind of a lot. East Blue, which is, you know, kind of assumed that East Blue in its entirety is going to be Season 1, which makes a lot of sense. East Blue itself is, like 100 chapters. East Blue itself is 100 chapters. Starting from Romance Dawn until, I'd say when they get to Reverse Mountain, I think. So it might actually be 101 chapters. I'm not for sure, but that is a lot. Take the recent Gachiakada. Gachiakada was 24 episodes and it covered about 88 chapters. So I'd say in order to cover just East Blue, they'd have to do like a Freerun Season 1 long season. And that's a lot. That's a lot. That's 28 episodes of a season. That's a lot to ask for just for a Season 1, you know. And obviously, like, it's going to do well. You know, they'd be able to justify doing that much, but because if you're really thinking, if they did 12 episodes, which most studios can do around 12 episodes in like a year and a half or so, if you think along that lines, that gets you what? 48 chapters in, 45 or so. So like, where does that even get you? That gets you like maybe Syrup Village. Hold up, like I'm gonna go inside a house and actually see where's like around the 40 chapter mark, because early East Blue was a bit longer than people think. Hold on, let me grab the volume. Yeah, so if they only did 12 episodes, freaking the One Piece Wit Studio remake would end at the end of Syrup Village. It's like that is not a like, you know, season finale, if you know what I mean. That's not the place where you're like, man, I'm foaming at the mouth. I can't wait for season 2 in 2 more years, you know, like. So I think they're probably doing the all of East Blue in one season. That just makes the most sense. I'm just not gonna use these. But yeah, so it kind of makes sense why it's taking so long, because you also gotta think it can't be 24 episodes either, unless they do the unheard of and put like more than 4 chapters in an episode, which I think is kind of stretching it. It's definitely stretching it, actually. Especially with how high the expectations are for this remake to be faithful. Because One Piece is one of the most beloved stories ever. You better do it justice. If you're doing a remake that its entire purpose is to be done, like, to be the best way of experiencing One Piece, you know, with enhanced pacing and all that stuff. So, like, it has to be done perfectly, and I do not envy the animators at all. Pull out the thing! Okay, never mind. So, anyways, you know. So, I'd actually think it'd be really fun to, like, try to figure out how many, chapters each episode would be, and, like, you know, kind of plan out the series. Because I think you could still do episode 1 just be Luffy's origin. Just do have it be Romance Dawn. I don't know really, because you gotta think, is people aren't going, I can already tell that they are not going to understand this. They're gonna be like, why, like whenever, you know, years in the future, the Wit Studio remake gets to something like Wano, they're gonna be like, why is it only 2 chapters? This is such slow pacing, and all that. And it's like, Oda fits in so much into each chapter. Oda fits so much into each chapter that it starts to get... Oh, crap. How? What is hitting me? Freaking AI. Alright. So, like, take the last episodes of Egghead. I think those episodes are actually really well paced. And got snot in my throat. They're actually really well paced, and those were just chapter and a half episodes. One Piece has a lot of moments that work because of how much build up there is. Take the walk to Arlong Park. That is a scene that's like 2 or 3 minutes of our boys just walking. And it's freaking intense and hype as you know, like, so how do I get out of here? So where the frick, how? Okay, like this, it's such a hype and intense scene, and it's just people walking, and that still has to be done justice, you know? Bruh, they're really shooting from all the way over there, huh? Anyways. Yo, I need those. Behind us. Where? The frick? Frickin' coward! How are you not dead? Scooby-Doopa. Scooby-Dooby-Appa. Bop! Nice try, dude. Holy spaz! Oh my god. Holy P90! That's crazy! Can I be done with this annoying music? Bruh. Holy crap, these guys were stacked. Yes! Woo! Anyways, they're playing the song again? This is a terrible idea. Freaking got him! Freaking got him! I missed! Oh, this guy had, like, no loot. Let's go. Anyways, I'm completely off track. Whatever I was saying. I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I feel like I get bad vibes from that place. But yeah, I'm just so curious about how the One Piece remake is going to be paced. I hope they have dub for it pretty quick, you know? My aim is straight booty cheeks. And they get the kill. I freaking hate everything, bro. Oh, shoot. Oh my god! What the frick are you doing, my guy? I should have just stayed with him. I probably could have killed him. Come here, boy. Frick. Oh, no! Okay. How does that miss? You have got to be kidding me! Don't lose! How are we losing? Nice voice crack by me. How? How do we lose? These guys are so bad. Oh my god, that's got me fuming. How have we not won a game this year yet? Holy crap. That is such freaking garbage. Oh my god, dude. We literally had everything, but all my teammates sucked straight trash. I freaking... Oh my god. Alright, holy crap. Man, why do they even still have Lego? Alright, that sucked. Alright everyone, that has been the video for January 3rd, 2026. I will see y'all in the next one.